Hello everyone, hope you all are doing well. So today we are going to discuss the next question of our agriculture optional answer writing practice series. And the question for today is explain the term conjunctive use of water and suggest the management practices to improve poor quality irrigation water with reference to salinity hazards. So you can divide the question in two parts. In the first part, we have to explain the term conjunctive use of water. This is the term conjunctive use of water. And in the second part, we have to kind of discuss the. In the second part, we have to discuss the kind of practices, management practices to improve the salinity hazards, to improve the poor quality irrigation water with reference to salinity hazards. So this is the question which can be divided into two parts, and this question was asked in this year's agriculture optional paper, that is agriculture optional paper of UPSC CSE 2025. So let's see how we can approach the answer. So we can simply start by explaining the term conjunctive use of water. So in the mains, many students were not aware of what conjunctive use of water is. So let me break you. So this conjunctive, the word conjunctive, you should first know the meaning of word conjunctive. So word conjunctive has come from the word conjunction, which means kind of connecting things. Okay, connecting different things. That is what conjunction is. So in conjunctive use of water, here we try to connect the usage of all types of water, either it be surface water and groundwater, in an integrated manner. That is what conjunctive use of water is. We are integratedly using both surface water and groundwater. So let's see how we can define it. So conjunctive use refers to the planned and conjunctive use of water refers to planned and coordinated usage of both planned and coordinated usage of both surface water, and in surface water what things you can give example of canals, reservoirs and rivers in surface water. Canals, rivers and reservoirs. And groundwater in an integrated manner, in an integrated manner to meet crop water requirements sustainably. To meet crop water requirements sustainably. So this is what conjunctive use of water is. That is, we have to use water in a planned and coordinated way, and we have to use both resources of water, that is surface water, canals, rivers, reservoirs will be under surface water, and groundwater in an integrated manner. Okay, so this is what conjunctive use of water is. Now there are various objectives of conjunctive use of water which you can mention. Objectives of conjunctive use of water. So what could be the objectives? The first one is to optimize water availability. To optimize water availability. So because water is limited in all forms, so we have to optimize that we use surface water also in sustainable manner and groundwater also in sustainable manner. We have to reduce over exploitation of groundwater, reduce over exploitation of groundwater. This is must. Okay, we should not use too much of groundwater. For example, in Punjab, as per various resources, around 70% of groundwater is under the risk of exhaustion. Okay, it is exploited. 70% of groundwater in Punjab is exploited due to green revolution, and we all know the causes, aftermaths of green revolution. Here the aim is also, objective is also to minimize water logging and hazards. Minimize water logging and related hazards, and these hazards could be around salinity hazards which can be related to water logging. So we have to minimize these hazards and water logging also. We need to ensure reliable irrigation supply during periods of canal water shortage. Ensure reliable irrigation supply, because sometimes what will happen that rainfall will become, so we have to focus on surface and groundwater. Sometimes what happen, canal irrigation will be low, so we have to optimize the resources so that you can enjoy it properly. So this is how you can kind of these are the objectives of kind of conjunctive use of water. So I hope you understand it. Now let's move to the second part of the question, that is management practices to improve poor quality irrigation water with reference to salinity hazards. So here the keyword is salinity hazards, and we have to manage the kind of irrigation water with salinity problem. So what are, first of all, you should explain what are salinity hazards in irrigation water. Salinity, if you can define 1 2 line, that would be enough. Salinity hazards, and I will be giving you a kind of a brief idea about salinity hazards in irrigation water, because this can also directly be a question. Salinity hazards in irrigation water. So what happens when poor quality irrigation water contains excess salt? When the irrigation water or poor quality irrigation water contains excess salts, these salts can be Na plus, okay, Cl minus, SO4 2 minus, or HCO3 minus. That is sodium salts or chlorine salts, sulfate salts. There are various kinds of salts. So when these salts are present in excess amount in irrigation water, they make it quality poor. Okay, and what happens due to excess and these will lead to excess soil salinity and sodicity. Excess soil salinity. And what can be the issues of soil salinity on crops? It will lead to reduce in soil permeability, reduction in soil permeability. It will be acting as toxic to crops, so toxicity to crops, and there would be nutrient imbalance and reduced yields. There will be nutrient imbalance, and significantly our yields will also reduce. So these are the this was about salinity hazards in irrigation water when excess salts are present in irrigation water. Now we will move to the main question, that is management practices. How can we manage this kind of how we can manage the salinity hazards to improve our irrigation water quality? So what are the management practices we will see? First of all, we can blending of water. So what blending it water is, if irrigation water with extra salt is present, we will mix it with fresh water, okay, with very low salt. So what will it will do? It will make salts at a moderate level in the irrigation water, which will be kind of less harmful to the crops. So we should blend salt water in with kind of fresh water. We should use cyclic use, focus on cyclic use or rotational use. So what happens, suppose we have used saline water in this cycle. So what we will try to use fresh water in next cycle. So if we have a lack of fresh water, so we can use this rotational use, saline water and fresh water. Okay, so what it will do, suppose we have used saline water and the salt concentrations in soil, which soil is increased. So the next cycle of fresh water will leach down those salts. So this can be helpful. Next, leaching, that is, with the use of fresh water we will leach the excess salts present in the kind of soil. So leaching can be very helpful. Next, we need to improve drainage, because poor drainage and water logging are the main reasons of salinity hazards. So we need to improve drainage also. If there is lot amount of soil salinity salt present in soil due to this irrigation water, you can use gypsum application. What gypsum will do, it will kind of buffer the soil, okay, it will remove the or kind of it will replace the excess, and it will replace, I'm writing it here only, replace excess Na plus and Ca2 plus. It will improve kind of soil structure also. We can focus on mulching and organic matter. Mulching and organic matter, that could be helpful. We should focus on proper crop selection. So our variety could be, we should grow salt tolerant crops. Salt tolerant crops, example barley should be grown. There are various varieties of barley, there are varieties of cotton, varieties of mustard which are salt tolerant. We should focus on proper irrigation methods when there is salt in irrigation water. Okay, so proper irrigation methods should be used so that the moisture is not salt is not accumulated in root zone. Okay, and next you can also mention here that we should do conjunctive use of water. Okay, conjunctive use of water, so that every kind of water is mixed. And if some sources of water, suppose canal water is saline, so if we use canal water, then we will use also with groundwater which is fresh, so kind of it will balance things. So these are the major management strategies which you can practice. And in conclusion, you can simply mention that conjunctive use ensures balanced utilization of surface and groundwater, and this could be a very helpful tool in managing poor quality saline water. Okay, through all these measures, you can mention 1 2 measures which will also lead to increased yields and reduce the problems of poor quality irrigation water. If you mention a positive and these types of statement in conclusion, that would be more than enough. So I hope you understand all the parts of the question. You understand what conjunctive use of water is, and you have understood how we can manage salinity hazards. So that is all for today. If you like it, please press the like button. Please do share and please do subscribe. It takes a lot of hard work to make such videos for you on a regular basis. And if you like, if you share, if you subscribe, it motivates us to make more such videos for you regularly. So that is all for today. Have a nice day. Thank you.